Hello there, and welcome back to episode 35 of Shadowhome. We've come a long way together, and today is one of them days where we're probably going to close some deals, because I think this fort is very close to its completion. In the previous episode, I have started building this majestic throne room, and I gotta say, I am very happy with how it came out. I'm going to show you, of course, in a hot second. For now, we need to replace these staircases. Okay, so up here we got already all the goodness that you could ask for. There are a couple of parts that we need to fix up. There's a layer of hematite that's not finished yet. There are a couple of layers of pig iron that are not finished yet. But I must say, to me personally, this is probably the most beautiful throne room that I've ever built so far. And it also has a glass center, which shows the area down below, which is to me a really nice caveat. So we're going to give this area here the same engravings above as below, or below as above. You could now see it however you wanted to, but I want that shape here represented down below as above. There we go. I'm working for the first time a little bit more with symbolics and engravings here of the temple, for example. I mean, it's just a very small little mountain, but it's more than I usually did. So, down below we have a couple of really exciting things to do for today. For one, we've found the entrance to the underworld, which is not where we're going today. Not gonna happen. I will try a project once, promise, but not today. I am really scared as of yet from entering anything in this area. Previous fortress, I made a tiny little poke into this stuff, and I made an engrave and a fortification. And that was really showing me why you don't want to open up the happy fun stuff place. It's really crazy how many creatures there are living down below. Yeah. Anyways, let's get this ready to pump it out. So I have another cavity to work with, and once this is all emptied out, I can finally just open up the magma tubes. Alright, so the throne room itself, I think this should go down quite quickly. The only thing that will take a while are the pig iron bars, but you know, they are in the making. Let's see. Yeah, there's still... Let's increase that to a total of 50. And make sure that we have enough logs, and the rest should come along all by itself. So, story-wise for this place, I think I will just pretend as if. Because it is mostly a shortcoming of the game's mechanics these days. Because we technically have access to the rest of the world. We have access to the underground areas. It's nonsense that we are cut off from the world. The fun part is, if you are looking at other parts of the game, caravans and such can exit your fortress from the underground. You know, they can use that underground exit to leave your fortress. They just can't use it as an entrance because this is just not coded as of yet. But yeah, technically it is something that you can do. They just don't. And that's where I'm giving up, and you know, I'm just playing pretend here, and I learned my lesson for the future. getting yourself onto a fortress tile where you can't play without using DF hack has its downsides. And to a certain degree, I can only blame myself for being in this situation. But the only alternative would now be, or the only alternatives would now be to either usurp our current king, which would lead to a monarch which is sitting in a fort which is inaccessible. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. So we're just going to say that we're preparing this place, and then we're fading out into the outro, where I assume that one day the king will move in here. Because, yeah, Dwarf Fortress has its limitations when it comes down to storytelling, and I did do a lot of thinking about how to handle the situation here. It is now a little bit of an unsatisfying finale for me here, to some degree, not gonna lie. I would have wanted to make it a little bit more successful, but yeah. As far as Dwarf Fortress sagas go, I think this one was a really, really big success. Way more successful than my previous attempt, so let's just go forward with that. Alright, but we're not done yet. That is another thing that I need to say. We are not done yet. So what we're ought to do now is we have to punch open those magma cavities, as per usual. You know the drill. And as soon as the pump here is constructed, I will empty this little water cavity, and I think I'll be even closing the entrances here completely, and we're going to dig a staircase there, where my cursor is resting at. This way, I can afterwards just breach open the area there. Oh, we have a ghost! Hello there, Coxsack. Yeah. His name is possibly demonetizing videos. Yeah. So, damn. We're going to memorialize this this fine young gentleman accordingly. Right. So, I had to say that this part here is really, really gorgeous, which reminds me of another thing that we have to do. So we want statues, because this place is not statued out enough now. So we're going to specify the stone, I think, with all the talk floors. Let's go for some conglomerate, why not? Specifying the images. We're going to relate to Shadow Home here. Let's order 20 of these. I'm not done here, we're just getting started. So another rock statue order here. This time we're going to make them happen out of what? Nice. So, as you might notice, I'm trying to diversify the stone types while using the stones that we didn't use at all. So I think one more order should be okay then. You know, conglomerate, gneiss, these are all rock types that we didn't use at all in our adventures. Let's see. Let's make some diorite statues too. I mean, diorite is by far the least interesting stone out there, but whatever. So we're allowing the artists to choose on these diorite statues. They're the wild cards in our presentation. So I have had the thought of, you know, this circular area here. This is just not beautiful enough yet to my own taste. I do like the alcove graveyard here. This one's really, really neat. And I just realized we are going to pimp the alcove graveyard a little bit. As the dwarfs here are always being influenced by possessions and alike, I might imagine that they have sort of a afterlife belief. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip out the walls here and give those dead people some nice windows to look out of. Yeah, that's what it is. So, as you see there, the statue orders are on the list, and obviously we have even 2 people needing to be memorialized here. Didn't know that we had already these many ghosts. Usually I spot them when they spawn, but this breed of ghosts I obviously missed. There's also these halls that need to be beautified, so there are a couple of projects that I still want to get done before I leave Shadowhome. The thing is just, I want to make this thing here really nice looking. Alright. The slab is being engraved. It takes pretty much longer than I expected it to take. Okay, so we're going to put up the slab. Where actually? Yeah. Memorial slabs are never there's open space right there. Interesting. Are no don't need to be zoned as a tomb. They work on out by themselves. So, all right. I think here I don't need to even do anything. Can just hang in the windows. All right. So let's take a punch there and a pump there. Alert! The ghost has been put to rest. I love it that it's always noted as an alert, as something bad, as if something bad would happen. Alright. Let's hope that this... oh, wait a sec. We shouldn't do that together. I just realized what I'm doing here, and it is quite foolish. You see, yeah, we're going to Bucket Brigade there. You see, unleashing water and magma at the same time while somebody's standing in a pump, this is a recipe for deadly disaster. Ooh, there's another one there. Creating an artifact. Okay. So we're going to go and give the some nice here. I hope I have enough black diamonds for this, but I don't think I do. I personally felt like the black diamonds are very fitting for the dead. There we go. So blocked at this location, it says. All right. So we have to put down floors. Gotcha. Alrighty. But I gotta say, this whole gemstone window plan really worked out well for me. So, as a matter of fact, we're only 1 black diamond short. I make this my mission now. Whoa! That is a lot of magma. Whoa. It doesn't seem like anybody died. Star Ruby Amulet. I need to check this out. Sorry, this took over my attention for a second. So yeah, I think we should probably ask for water buckets at this moment. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's some spot on intuition there, right? So what we're going to do, we're going to flood this place properly now, and I'm just going to order the Bucket Brigade onto this square as well. And you know, this level is is blocked until there's enough water down there for the time being. I really don't know how I should take care of that otherwise. Oh boy, oh boy. I haven't had something like that happen since a long time, so we are going to go full on here. Let's flood the pillar to the underworld with magma. This gives me something to do. This gives me some time to work around the city. This also does mean that we're not getting that black diamond anytime soon for the other window. But, you know, it is not that much of a big deal. As these windows, they are not linked to any room per se. So, yeah. I'm gonna wait until I get my last dosage of black diamond here. So I honestly am not sure about these corner tiles anymore. I think it would, as a matter of fact, look better if we went here for the adamantine and here for the hematite. I really don't feel as if this is gaining too much from this constellation. I think this is looking way better this way. Sometimes you have to shape your stuff, which is perfectly fine. So the original idea of the castle, if it would have worked as intended, would have been also to have the noblemen's quarters now located on this floor, which somehow won't be working out as I wanted to, but well, we'll make the best out of it. And so sadly, I don't have any barons that I need to comfort here. I would have loved to, but yeah. It is what it is, right? So let's start issuing these little tasks here to make the city really, really beautiful. There we go. Dwarfs polishing walls. That's just as nature should be. Okay. Let's see what I did down there. So yeah, as you see, there are really huge amounts of magma sloshing around down there. But we also have 3 people tossing down buckets of water, and that'll eventually resolve the issue at hand. As you see there, sploosh. Wonderful. I had no clue that... oh no, it didn't. Okay. For a moment I thought the grate would have had blocked the flow of the magma, but it didn't. It obsidianized below. So we can rip out that floor grate anytime soon. So... speaking about ripping out things, we will have to work on Asmel's lever here, as I will have not abridged this. You see, there's this. This was okay before we were finished. Ain't okay anymore. Especially since Asmel's lever will have a bridge, which is linked here. So, let's see, what kind of block? We're going to go all in here. Flashing metal bars, yeah. Let's take otherworldly metal for that. That's what we're going to do. So, I decided to have no permanent drawbridge on this end of the castle. Neither here. The real lock-off will happen here. So if this castle will ever have to go shut down towards the outside world, it'll be happening here. Alright, so I think before this all is over, I will have to mine out some more talk boulders. I have that slight feeling this will be not enough talk. Let's check it out. Oh, which reminds me I had a... Yeah, we're down to 23 boulders. Wow, and I have so much flooring still to do. So we have had a badass amulet. Enostatan. It is just star rubies. Star rubies with star rubies. The artist wasn't too creative. If you expected more, like me, well, okay. I guess then not. So, yeah, I was getting exactly the effect that I wanted to. I mean, I could now, if I wanted to, for example, take out here 2 floorboards and make it a ritualistic execution place, but I don't want to execute people onto the Miners Guild Ball. I just realized that there are way more options available than I did use so far. So yeah, I mean, the good part is, as we want to excavate a king's quarters and all, or queen, haven't made my decision there yet. We're just simply going to go here and excavate parts of the mountain. Isn't it nice? So I will go and have these areas here. Let's go for something like that. This'll be the royal bedroom or such. I haven't decided yet. This has a distance from there. 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2, 4, 6, and 8. Right? Yes. Wonderful. So, yeah, those little symmetry things, sometimes I feel as if I'm taking them too serious, but on the other hand, they really make nice looking things happen. Yeah, but it's all dolomite and not talk on this end. But it's okay. As we need another royal project here. Let's make it something like that. There we go. But I'll make it a little bit larger than that. Alright, crypts, in case you were wondering. And we have bedroom, we have no office yet. This is also very important. But I think this is the office, after all. Okay, next step, we need armor stands and weapon racks. These will be, of course, made out of steel. Because everything else would be just not enough. And we're going to make 10 of these each. Which reminds me to slaughter more trees down here. I don't know how far we got the last time, but yeah, the wood stockpiles still look very, very sad to me. But I mean, a steel industry that even works only on a handful of smelters like mine has an insane hunger for charcoal. So you really, really demand a lot of action there. Alright, let's see how things work out. There we go. So, next steps, we will need adamantine drones. Adamantine drone. 2 of them to be exact. As I will furnish this in a king and queen setup, you know. Let's just expand the region suite like that. So I feel as if I have made this room a little bit wider than the other room, but honestly, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, there's a width difference. Ah, whatever. These rooms don't have to be exactly the same. So we're going to go for slight differences there. Okay, so the tomb. When it comes down to regions, I think only the best will provide. So we're not going to go for steel though. I don't have the abundance of steel in that level, but iron, hell yeah. That's something we have in proper abundance to do this. Okay. So for this one here, we're gonna be dolomiting it up. Probably will put in something more valuable in between, but for starters, I just want some proper flux stone flooring. There we go. And of course, that little blob of dolomite air is necessary. Alright, so I really gotta say, today I feel like an interior designer more than a dwarven overseer. But I gotta say, the results are properly pleasing. I mean, seriously, this is pretty nice so far. Alright. Biggest issue will be now to get the necessary boulders in my position, as there will be a lot more talk necessary. Seriously. Let's see, what did we excavate up here? Well, something, but it's been mostly other rocks. But the good part is I am absolutely inclined to go for something like this. So this has been my original idea in the first place, to create here little blocks where the more important noble people would be living in. So here we will make probably 2 apartments for barons and counts and dukes. Kind of sad that it all doesn't happen, but, well, you know. I'll learn my lesson. Doesn't stop me from making a nice fortress, though. And we have our first haggard child here. So, let's see. Do we have any marble shortages there? 239 marble boulders. Could be enough for it, afford. Not 100% convinced here about that, but it could. I am pretty convinced that we will get the talk boulders just by providing the infrastructure that is necessary. So here I'm going to go for the apartments of the outpost liaison. Just like that. Then we're going to make a Baron's quarters here. Something like that. Let's leave that room open. Maybe do a tavern here. So, Outpost Liaison, Baron. So. Somebody else. And lastly, somebody else. Yeah, I know that I don't know anymore what kind of royals I'll be planning in here, but it doesn't matter that much. What matters is that this setup here yields a sweet amount of dolomite boulder, dolomite and everything boulders, but mostly talc, which will help me to furnish the rest of my forge. All right. Let's see. Oh boy, time flies when you're having fun. So my friends, let's see, the adamantine thrones aren't finished yet. So we got ourselves a really nice royal floor, don't we? I mean, seriously, this looks... I really like this. This ain't done yet, but we be getting there. Thanks for watching, you all. Drop me your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And as usual, check out the description box. There's lots of good stuff down there. And feel free to consider supporting the channel financially. I would be really delighted if you did. And a big thanks to all of you who do. And yeah, thanks for watching. I really can't say it often enough. I really appreciate you guys and everybody in between. Watching these videos really means a lot to me. So, see you all next time. Bye-bye.